IMT Conversations with Rhod Tecson. An incisive and sharp discussion of today's current issues. Ang pagpadayon sa duwa ka dekada nga serbisyo publiko. IMT Conversations with Rhod Tecson.
Philippines, good afternoon. My name is Rhod Tecson and this is IMT Conversations on IMT News. Live via Zoom kaupod daton sa sining mga tiniwan ang Deputy Head sang Network Operations Department sang More Electric and Power Corporation si Engineer Bernard Bailey del Castillo. Engineer, mayang hapon.
Mayang hapon, sir. Sir Tecson. And good afternoon to all our viewers and listeners.
Thank you so much for this opportunity nga ginatag nimo sa aton sa sining mga tinion. Gusto naton hibaluon kung kamusta ang power supply and demand sa Iloilo City, especially sa subong nga panahon nga nagapasulod kita sa mas intense nga tig-ilinit dala sa summer season. Engineer del Castillo, sir.
Yes. So with regards to power supplies, stability, currently, in the past last week, there were imminent warning that we received from the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines regarding on some emergency shutdown of power plants inside Panay, or the power plants in Panay like PCPC and PEDC. And also there were shutdown of power plant at the Palinpinon geothermal power plant. So because of those emergency shutdown, there were warnings that there might be some manual load dropping that will be requested by the grid operator. But unfortunately, and with thanks also, and we are thankful also that hindi natuloy. The warning is only a warning, but we're not able to do any manual load drop. So with that, our power supply is actually very dependent with the availability of power plants in Panay and even outside Panay in Negros and within the Visayas grid. So far, hindi pa tayo nakatanggap ng further notice regarding power supply deficits. That's the only warning that we receive, only warnings. And hopefully, wala na ibang warning in the coming days.
May we know the reasons ng NGCP sa sining warning may ara sang imminent shutdown sa mga power plants?
There were no details that were provided by NGCP, but the only reason is that there were emergency shutdown and some also perform parang scheduled maintenance of the power plants. So that's the statement that we received.
So far, since wala kita sa dapat kabalakan nga interruption, as of now, pila ang load capacity sa bilog nga syudad sa Iloilo, gabi and morning?
Right now, we are now, because of the summer season that already kick in, and with the parang wala nang restrictions with regards to those mga COVID protocols, we really observed that the demand in Iloilo City in the past 2 weeks rapidly increased from about 5% to 6%. So with that, we are experiencing a higher demand compared to the demand in February, which is around close already to 100 megawatt.
So ang February nakalabot sa 100 megawatt. Subong may ara na sang saka sa 5 to 6%. So do we have enough power supply?
That's very timely, sir. So last weekend we already commissioned and energized the additional capacity in our Iloilo, in our city proper substation. So that's an upgrade from the previous 20 MVA power transformer to 33 MVA power transformer. So with the upgrades, right now we are good in terms of capacity and anticipating the coming increase in demand due to the summer season.
Okay. So, anong gina-expect subong sang more nga load this summer season?
We are expecting actually that we will breach the 100 megawatt demand
Mhm.
with the ongoing increase of load and with the normal operations of the commercial and industrial establishment in Iloilo City. And in fact, we receive also applications, parang bumalik na yung mga service applications from the commercials, customers. So this will add up also loads in the coming months. So yes, we are prepared for that since we have already an additional capacity.
Aha. So, kung ma-breach naton, mabutang ta, makalabot kita 120 megawatt or 150, do we have enough supply?
So far, yes, for that, for now, we still have enough capacity. But if we reach as high as 150, siguro some of our feeders will be experiencing parang high loading at a high loading condition, somewhere at above 80% already. So
Aha.
right now, we we try our best to lower the demand below 80% so that our lines will have still have enough breathing space and even our transformer capacity.
Aha. So, but in case nga malabot naton ini, in case, no, nga malabot naton ini, wala kita sang problema sa supply side. Ang ginalantaw lang naton nga possible problem is on the capacity sang mga substations naton kay base nga maglampas siya sa 80% and that can cause trouble, engineer.
Yes, in terms of capacity and the loading, but in terms of supply, so far we're okay.
Ang importante man lang yan, kung ang supply naton is enough
Yes.
with the technical expertise sang personnel sang more, hindi man nato nakita nga manginda ko gid nga problema in case nga mag-overload gid man, no? Ang supply kung kulangon, that becomes a problem. Sigurado ginaya
Yes.
nga problema ina. So as
That would be surely a problem.
Yeah. So as of the moment, given nga nagbukas ng ekonomiya sa Iloilo, timing man nga summer season, and
Yes.
nagadugang ang load capacity nga kinahanglan naton, nagakahulugan naman nga wala sang or nakaprepara naman ang more power para sa mga eventualities in case gid man na Engineer Del Castillo, sir.
Yes, because of the additional capacity that we recently brought in. So the supply side, so hopefully there will be no emergency power plant shutdown. Yun lang talaga ang worries natin. There are emergency shutdown that will result to a deficit in supply. But so far in terms of capacity in our network, so we are already prepared and we have enough capacity.
Sa bahin sang sining mga power plant shutdowns, in case nga matabo ini, may mga contingency na ba lang nga na-prepare?
Yes, sir. So that's a very good question. In terms of contingency level, we have a leveling of our contingency. So this is also a good time to inform our customers that during power deficits, we have identified already what feeders are we going to manually load drop. Of course, based on the demand requirement that will be required by the grid operator that we will shut down. So, of course, we will prioritize not to interrupt those critical establishments like hospitals, like the communication facilities of our telcos, and also the yung other critical establishment like the PNP or the police. So our prioritization focuses on those big customers because they are capable to run their generator. So then also if we will drop them, there will be one or two customers only that will be interrupted, diba? So instead of dropping down those residential or small commercial, there will be multiple customers that will experience interruption. So that's why we look into those big customer first to facilitate the load drop so that there will be minimal customers that will be affected or experience interruptions. And also advantage for those big customers because they have their generator, they can run their generator during the duration of the outage. However, the duration of the outage normally nakita namin ngayon, it will last for about 3 hours maximum. But we will not interrupt those big customers within the 3 hours period. Of course, we will do a rotational manual load drop. So each customers or big customers will only experience maximum of 1 hour interruption.
All right. At least, no? Ready kita, no? Kay dulaa lang ang kuryente kung Sabado, okay pa na. Dulaa ang kuryente nga nagaulan, okay pa na. No? Dulaa ang kuryente nga bagyo, medyo mabudlay pero okay pa na. Pero dulaa ang kuryente nga grabe ang init kay tungod nga summer, grabe na nga buyayaway, no? So at least ready kita sa amo siya contingency. Engineer Bernard del Castillo, thank you so much for this information nga gin-share mo sa aton.
Thank you also, sir. And you're welcome, Engineer Sir Rhod Tecson. Thank you very much.
Ang Deputy Head sang Network Operations Department sang More Electric and Power Corporation, si Engineer Bernard Bailey del Castillo. Nakaupod naton tuhoy sa sining pila ka mga preparation nga ginahimo sa subong summer season. So, what's with these warnings ng NGCP? I think we need to put in NGCP next week para may baluan naton and also kung makuha naton ang GBPC, Ayan and Eli para nga ma-explain naton ining emergency shutdowns nga ana predict ini ni NGCP, no? Mas maining maistoryahan naton. So for the city daw tulotawhay. Now what about Ilecos? Ang Elec 1, 2, and 3. We'll have them so that daton yung pag-inabdanay. Ang aton mga preparasyon yung ginahimo sa subong summer season. My name is Rhod Tecson and this is IMT Conversations on IMT News.
IMT Conversations with Rhod Tecson. An incisive and sharp discussion of today's current issues. Ang pagpadayon sa duwa ka dekada nga serbisyo publiko. IMT Conversations with